The Portland Trail Blazers are once again going to miss the playoffs this season and have officially shut down Damian Lillard for the remaining games left, despite him having another amazing year. Because of another failed year to make the playoffs, the departure of Dame and the Blazers might be coming sooner than we think. Let's talk about it. We are all aware of the talent that is Damian Lillard and what he can provide to an NBA team. This guy is one of the hardest workers and most loyal players the league has ever seen. He's given a lot of amazing years to the Blazers, with this year being arguably his best and averaging a career high in points. He averaged 32 points per game, 7 assists, and 4 rebounds on 46% shooting from the field. He had a monster season and continued to play through his injuries, and even played when the Blazers struggled to stay in the play-in race. He's given the Blazers 110% every single season he's played and has bailed them out of games countless times. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to bail them out this year, as the Blazers currently sit at the 13th seed and will not make the playoffs or the play-in. The Blazers have even shut down Dame for the remainder of the season, signaling that they've failed to make their playoff or play-in hopes come true. This will mark the second year straight that the Blazers missed the playoffs, despite having a healthy Damian Lillard in his prime. Because of this, I believe Dame's time in Portland will be coming to an end sooner than we think. He's running out of time, because he won't be in his prime forever, and he can't continue to miss the playoffs. The Blazers just also can't seem to put a playoff level roster around him and haven't been able to get him an all-star teammate since LaMarcus Aldridge. At the same time, the Blazers have the young guys they need for their rebuild right in front of them. Shaedon Sharpe, Anthony Simons, Jabari Walker, Trendon Watford, Nazir Little, Keon Johnson, and even Cam Reddish are all young guys they could focus more on developing in their rebuild if they still didn't have Damian Lillard on their team, who's trying to chase a championship when he hasn't made the playoffs the last 2 seasons. As a Blazers fan, it's the hard truth. We are trying to attain something that is right now incredibly far from the reality. When you put it the way I just put it, with the Blazers being better off starting their rebuild as soon as possible, it's very possible that Damian Lillard could be on his way out. Dame probably doesn't want to leave and wants to continue trying to at least be competitive in the playoffs, but the reality is that with everything Dame has given the Blazers, it might be time for the Blazers to realize that rebuilding is the best option going forward. It's once again very possible that Dame doesn't want to leave. Well, I'm going to say that if he isn't willing to do what's best for his legacy and chances at winning, then the Blazers are going to have to convince him that his time is up, because they want to enter a rebuild. However, the departure of Damian Lillard happens, it will be a win-win situation for the player and the franchise. Now, if Damian Lillard does finally leave Portland, I want to point out some teams he'd be a great fit on. For one, I think the Miami Heat are the best choice. You have a playoff superstar in Jimmy Butler who's been able to carry the Heat deep into the playoffs, even making a finals appearance. They also have Bam Adebayo, who's another all-star and a very skilled defensive big. He will be able to back up Damian Lillard on the defensive side a ton as well. I don't know who would hypothetically be traded for Dame, but the result will still be a team full of dogs that want to win. I see the Clippers as another great fit. I know they have Westbrook right now and he's been solid, but we are talking about Damian Lillard. He would give this team the best point guard they've had since Chris Paul and will be lethal in the playoffs with a trio of Kawhi, PG, and Dame. This team will also still be very deep with great shooting and defense. My last best option for Dame would be the Philadelphia 76ers. If the James Harden situation doesn't work out, because believe me, there's always a chance things don't work out, Damian Lillard would be an amazing fit next to Joel Embiid and would make for an insane scoring duo. 2 guys that can average 30 plus points a game on the same team. I don't know if Tyrese will still be on this team, but just those 2 is enough to be a scary team that can win a championship. I don't really have any other teams that would be as good fits as the 3 that I just spoke about. If you guys have any other great destination teams for Dame, let me know in the comments. This is definitely going to be an interesting offseason. We will all know sooner than you think if Damian Lillard will ever wear a Portland Trail Blazer jersey again. Let me know what you guys think will happen with Damian Lillard during the offseason in the comments. I hope you all enjoyed. Please make sure to like and subscribe to stay on the radar for all things basketball.